Welcome to today's hunt. You're watching VancouverWalking.com. We're in our winter mode, so what we're doing is we're playing Dead by Daylight. We're using Killer the Wraith today. Not an overly successful hunt. What we do is VancouverWalking.com is we wake up in the morning, have breakfast, have our coffee, and then we fire up the PS4 and the camcorder, record one game, and that's it. And we upload it to our Mac and then live comment it on OBS, and then it goes to YouTube. So this is what you're seeing currently right now. We're far from being professional. As I said, we play, it's the famous one and done. We play one game regardless of how ugly or good it is, and we upload it for the masses to see. In the summertime, we go around and see the touristy spots and the night sights and sounds of Vancouver. You can check out all that over at patreon.com/Vancouver Walker. You can actually check out our Instagram and our Twitter. That's in the info in the header of the YouTube channel. And so once again, we're not using any, OBS, we're using OBS to live comment on the video due to the fact we're using a Mac, and the Mac is 8 years old now. All the plugins and stuff that the Soundflower, etc., don't particularly work that well on this older Mac. So we do no sound, and you just get to hear the lovely sound of my voice. Anyone who's watching this knows what all the sounds of the game are anyhow, so it's not a big deal. So it was kind of sparse here for the first little while. We weren't able to even see any survivors. We saw some hash marks there, but we were kind of, they're very, very sneaky to begin with. We weren't able to see any of them, but then we caught two or three of them, I believe, and put them on some hooks. They've got those firecrackers on there for the Chinese New Year. They got to be yanking that off pretty quick. I think it was Sunday was the actual official day of the Chinese New Year, I believe. Not 100% sure, not well educated on the Chinese history or cultures, etc. And you gotta love those pallets. Usually we go around and we bust all those pallets because they'll come in for later. But if we want to hunt someone, we just kind of try to avoid them. But we usually do flick them or kick them or chop them, whatever you want to call them, those pallets, because they'll be something for the survivors to hop over to go around later on in the game, and we want to make it as difficult as possible for the survivors. No free rides. So there's some hash marks there, but are we going to be able to actually find the survivor? No, I don't think so. We're going to go give this generator a couple of kicks here. And what we usually do is, I said, at this place, tons of times we found actually survivors are very, very lazy, and they go and they just hide in these little storage carts. And that's not advisable because you open up and it's jackpot for the killer. So we're still looking for survivors. Come on, where are you, boys? This is probably one of our more favorite areas to hunt on because of the wide open space. We've got the Wrath which in my opinion of the first 7 or 8, the free ones, the killers and stuff, I believe he's the fastest on his feet. He can track down anyone in a foot race. As I said, we just blasted off his powers to begin with, and we don't use these powers all that often. We've added no real add-ons in this because with the Wrath, we played the Wrath so often that we're out of add-ons. We have no choice for add-ons anymore. We're completely out of the add-ons. So we've got some on there permanently, but we have no choice to put any additional add-ons or any different add-ons on the Wrath. C'est la vie, it is what it is. We're not particularly interested. We don't. Basically, we play this game raw. We don't add on any. We've not paid for any kind of killers or weapons or outfits or anything. We've just gone through it naturally and raw. So that's the way we like to do it. We're not going to be giving Sony any money for any kind of additional things on this game. The only thing that we've actually paid for is the Rocksmith. We paid, $10 or $20 for some additional songs on Rocksmith. And we're far from being internet ready as far as a Rocksmith playing goes. But once we get something like that under our belt, we'll probably record one just to show you our awesome shredding abilities. That's not going to happen. But basically, as I said, it's wintertime. We're playing Dead by Daylight. We're using the Wrath currently. As I said, as far as the free killers that are available and stuff, Wrath is probably our favorite due to the fact, as I said, his foot speed. We like killers who've got fast movement, not particularly interested in their weapons or their superpowers or anything like that. Just give me the fast foot speed and I'll be happy with that, please and thank you. Okay, so we got this guy. We're going to go put him up on a hook. Oddly enough, all these people that, once the door has been opened, stop pissing around, just get out. Because what will happen is you'll end up on the hook like that dude. Oh, and he's been taken off. Okay, so we've got his savior. We're going to put her up on the hook now. We really feasted on the survivors, considering all the exits have been open. It was time to get out, but they like to dilly-dally around, and what they end up doing is they end up being put on the hook. So our advice is if the exits are open, don't piss around, just get out. I don't know why these survivors were hanging around, maybe to ensure that all the survivors got out or something, or maybe just to get some extra points for popping a generator or something, because there's a guy over there trying to do a generator. But as I said, my advice would be to get out as fast as you can because, as I said, you will end up on the hook. If not, and there you're going to go up on the hook again. So that's my advice for any of the survivors. We don't really play the survivors. Our sense of direction and our hand speeds are not that fast to be able to outsmart or outmaneuver the killer. So we try to go to the old way and we just play the killer. I think we played the survivor one time accidentally when we first were playing this game. And see, here we are. People are pissing around. Let's just dilly-dally around the exit. So there's some hash marks there, but so where is the survivor? Okay, there he is there. And see, you get a little hack. You piss around there. You got to realize the reach of our weapons are quite extensive. So let's see if we can go find the last two survivors. There's another guy there, so we'll hack him and we'll put him up on a hook. So there's him and one other survivor left, I believe. Yeah, there's 2 survivors left. So as I said, once the exits have been open, we usually don't piss around. We just try to ensure that one person, or at least one survivor, goes to the gods. But due to the one thing is the slow speed of him being able, he's got to wipe his sword or his dagger thing there, and that enables another survivor to come and get them off the hook. And that survivor has gotten off the hook, and I believe they're both going to get out right before the so there you go. Today's .com hunt. We hunt every day. We usually upload our videos between 9 and 10 a.m. Monday to Friday Pacific time. Don't forget to go over to patreon.com/Vancouver Walker to help us out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.